We are a family. Bum, ba, dum, ba, bum. Something, something, something to see. I don't know the words. At any rate, happy Mother's Day to you all. If you're a mother out there, happy Mother's Day to you. If you have a hard time with Mother's Day because you lost your mother, my thoughts and prayers and warmest energy I send to you. If you are not able to be a mother, I also am thinking about you. So there's so much to think about, and so much of us, so much to consider on Mother's Day. Just got out the shower, Kiss the Chef says. Kiss the Chef, did you wash well? Did you get all the nooks and crannies? All right, y'all, I got a banger today. So let's put our seatbelts on. Let's do some breathing real quick. Get my diaphragm ready because I ate a lot today. All right, ready? Now, how we've been doing it, we breathe in the nose. We're going to hold it and then out of the mouth. And when you breathe, you're supposed to like tuck your stomach in. And when you're breathing in, fill your whole belly up with it. All right? All right, ready? So breathe in. Then we're going to hold it. Now breathe out. We're going to empty out our stomach, empty out our desires of everything that will keep us from being our best selves. Now breathe in, fill up our diaphragm with all things positive, all things light. Breathe in. Hold it. Now breathe out. Let's try that one more time. Breathe in. Now breathe out. All righty then. All right. Now, scientifically, doing that 10 minutes will totally change your world. I don't got time. I don't know the hold on. What I'm saying is right now, the benefits, physiology, oh gosh, what am I trying to? There are some physical benefits to meditating, not just the spiritual nirvana. So look it up, Google it, child. I ain't got time for that right now. Here's the point. I got a banger today, okay? Welcome to the VTerrillHill show. Y'all, let's just get into it. I need to set some expectation. If you see the title, it's The Onion Peel, Realistic Healing. So we have this idea of how we want to be, and then we have the reality of what is. Now, if you do not allow your reality to hinder what you want your reality to be, and vice versa, you don't allow your dreams and goals to choke reality, you will find the happy medium in between. Shoot for the stars. My God, shoot for the stars. But there is a reality that we have to sit in. What is that reality? A lot of this we cannot control. We can control how we respond. We can control how we play the game. But sometimes the game we can't control. Heard? Every day will not be a sunny day. There will be days that is dark and gloomy. There are sometimes it rains, and sometimes it reminds me of the song, God has not, what was it? I don't know words. Giving me sunshine, but that's not the way it's supposed to be. But a little rain. Something da 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 da. Y'all know that song? If you don't know it, whatever. The point is this. There is a yin and yang to life. There is a balance to all things. And while that is true, that does not stop me from dreaming and visioning and creating as much within my power the world I want to live in. You understand what I'm saying? So let's talk about this promise me. God has not promised me sunshine, but that's not. Smart guy 1016, so churchy. He probably the only one that know that song on here. But a little rain. Oh God. Now I have these ears in and I can hear me singing. Yikes. Let me hush. All right. So number one, y'all ready? Realistic killing is like hold on, time out. Smile by Kirk Franklin. First of all, we know who's the churchy ones and who ain't, because Falana, that song is so far from Smile by Kirk Franklin. Uh-oh, here we go. The earth is flat. God bless you all. All right, Canby. Every once in a while, either Canby or somebody like him stop by and remind us the earth is flat. All righty. You know what else I need to be flat, Canby? My stomach. Period. If my stomach can't be flat, I don't care nothing about the world being flat. Nonetheless. Falana says, I know the song. Give me a minute. All right, let me get focused. And no, I am not on anything today. I'm good today, guys. All right. Healing is like a slow growth. It's a slow cooker. Okay? Unless slow cookers, the slow cooker I have in my home, there's 3 settings. Off, 4 hours, or 8 hours. It don't get no better than that. So for those of you guys that have been coming on here every day and you're hearing about evolution and all, hold on a second. There are 11 people watching and only 2 likes. Can I get a thumbs up? My God. All right. So, and you're hearing this and you're starting to write and you're starting to think and you're starting to feel better. I don't want you to get confused. You are in a slow cooker. Now, here is the good news. You've been in this slow cooker for a while now. What you've been experiencing lately is the manifestation of years of being in the slow cooker, but yet and still a slow cooker. Now, let's talk about this onion peel thing. When I first started going to therapy, I'm the kind of person, I like to just jump head in, right? And my therapist said, she always says, slow down. Slow down. You don't have to eat the elephant in one day. And she says, let's look at this like peeling the layer off of the onion. So one layer at a time. One layer at a time. Now, pulling that one layer off alone is insignificant. But being consistent with pulling the layers off during the good days, the bad days, the great days, rhyming, the sad days, the high days, the low days, the fast days, rhyming, the slow days. But no matter what the temperature, no matter what's going on, committed to pulling layer by layer. That is how you get to the core of the onion. If you take the peels off too fast, it's going to make you cry. If you cut the onion up too fast, it's going to make you cry. What an analogy. But if you take your time and say, for the rest of my life, the rest of my days, I am going. That's right, Falana. All right, she got it, y'all. Be grateful. Yes, exactly. She wasn't about to lose. All right. Now, let me say this. I want to tell you, watch your motive. Because when we talk about spiritual journey, we're talking about something that we're going to be on for the rest of our lives. All right? So if you're thinking you're going to be doing a little affirmation, a little writing, and then 1 year from now, my life is going to be great. It's going to be great, but it will not be perfect. What the things that we talk about on this show are things that we commit to doing for the rest of our days. It is a commitment to evolution. We're not leasing this car. We're buying the deed to the land. We will always stay in the home of change, evolution, growing, dying of ego, change, evolution, growing, dying of ego. That is why honor must be in your ingredients of success. Hey, because when you are honored, when you are always honoring and grateful, it puts this forever changing, evolving space that we choose to live in perspective. Hey, that today is a great day to be me. And now today won't look like tomorrow, but tomorrow I honor this space. I honor the past. I honor the future. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So as we're building this muscle of spirituality and consciousness, we are never going to hit our peak weights. Oh, look, my body's good now. I can relax. We will always be growing and always be evolving. And the more you grow, the more you know. So you're going to get to a space tomorrow that you could only dream of today. But by the time you get to tomorrow, you're dreaming of tomorrow. So what keeps you grounded in all of that is honor and gratefulness. So if you are only in this so that you can just change, like there's going to be like this one change and then everything's going to be well, that's not quite how that works. Now, yes, everything is going to be well, but it's not going to be well because of anything external. It's going to be well with you. I don't know if y'all really understand that. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. That you are going to wake up one day and be okay. And it will have nothing to do with your bank account, your career, your relationships. You are going to find an internal, eternal peace. And that is what you're shooting for. Now, naturally, what happens on the inside is going to trickle over, run over into the outside. But the reality is what we're doing is building something on the inside of us that cannot be moved. Peace, joy, freedom, love. All right? So, slow growth, slow cooker. Now, growth and slow cooker has nothing to do with goals and dreams. Okay? They are not the same, though they can run parallel. Though they sort of anyway, stay focused, Vince. They are not the same, though they can run parallel. I am forever growing as a person, and I will forever have goals and dreams to accomplish. But I could stop growing as a person and accomplish my goals and dreams. And I can continue to grow as a person and not accomplish my goals and dreams. So for those of you that would try to manipulate the universe by trying to be good just so you can be rich, don't waste your time. Just focus on being rich. Same principles apply. Write it down, think about it, talk to yourself, be rich. Don't conflate the two. Growing up, I was taught they were one and the same. If you be a good person, God would bless you. Until I started going in the pastor's study and behind the scenes, and all those people that were blessed were trashy people. And then the people that were focused on being good people weren't that blessed. And that's when I realized, oh my God, hold on, they are not the same. And a lot of people give their time, energy, money, words because they want something back. Some people pray because I want to be blessed. Well, I follow God because I want to be blessed. That's not what I teach over here. I am connected to God because I want to be, period. Nothing to do with my money. I can take another path of wisdom to get to money. I don't have to take this path. There's 1,000 ways to Walmart. It don't gotta be through spirituality. So if you're trying to deceive the universe, well, let me meditate, let me pray, let me write, let me read, because you just want a better life, but it has nothing to do with internal, it's external, stop wasting your time and just focus on getting what you want on the external. But if you want comprehensive growth, where my internal and my external go hand in hand, then apply both of these. So maybe there needs to be a reckoning. Maybe you need to, after this show, think what do I really want? Am I even studying this kind of stuff, or do I just want money? If it's just money, then what you do, same principle, sit down and create a plan to get money. I know so many people with a lot of money and no peace. You do not need peace, joy, love, or nothing to get coins. Okay? So let me set some of y'all free just in case you do not waste your time. Okay? All right. But over here, the core of what I'm talking about is a comprehensive growth where we are just as rich on the outside as we are on the inside. And let me tell y'all, in my secret prayer, I'm not asking for parallel. I'm not trying to get to a certain level before I open myself up for another level of money. I don't care which come first. I just want them to come. I'm not trying to be like, oh, God can't trust me yet. Oh, child. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I don't know if I'm ready. My heart might change if I get my... Grow up. Be ready now. Open up your heart. Okay? Stop treating God like he just over here just dishing out dollar bills like a rapper at Magic City. I'm just trying to destigmatize or demystify growth. Growth has more to do with what you want than it ever has to do with God. The reality is, I don't even know if God is interested in you if you don't know what you want. I'd rather you be hot or cold than lukewarm. Double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Thank y'all very much. Please hit the like button, y'all. Please do me a favor. I be out here begging. I be out here tricking for likes. Do y'all honestly, and I'm going to keep on saying this just so it can really get in. Do you guys know that it truly does me a disservice for 10 people to be on here, but only 6 likes? It really does not look good to YouTube. And even if you don't comment, and if you're on here, but you don't want me to know that you're watching, make a fake YouTube channel. But it really does me a disservice when there are not comments and no likes, because that is the engagement that says, oh, this content is actually good. Like it really does not. I mean, hitting like is not like I got 10 likes. Y'all be hurting me, man. Like for real, y'all be hurting me when y'all don't hit like. Literally, you're working against me. If you been on here, the average view is 8 minutes and 46 seconds. The average view is 8 minutes and 46 seconds. If you have been on here for 8 minutes and 46 seconds and you have not commented and you have not liked, you might as well not be on here, because it is hurting my content push. Literally, not because I'm fussing. That is statistic, like that's policy or whatever. That's how the algorithm is set up. So please do me a favor. If you're not going to like and comment, don't watch. If you don't want me to know that you're on here and you don't believe what I say, that I really cannot see who likes, I can only see who comments, but you really like watching me, make a burner account. It's so easy to switch accounts. But come on now. All right. So that's that. Marla Everett, how you be? I responded, Marla, I sent you some emails and I want you to go ahead. I hope you saw them. If you didn't see them, let me know, because I want to go ahead and settle that. All right. So let me know. All right. Where we at? Oh, so growth, slow cooker. Ask yourself, what is it that you want out of this? And if it's money, focus on money. You can still take the same principles I talk about. Focus on that. If you're not interested in like the whole kit and caboodle, just focus on one area. It's a habit, because I honestly be liking at the end my badness. Hey, Walt B. Oh, thank you. Okay, there you go. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Thank y'all. And maybe I need to say that more so that everybody can like truly understand how that don't be working for me. I'm trying to be free. I'm sitting here full of crab legs and carrying on. Had to come on here bloated. Anyway, all right. Check your motives. You're in a slow cooker you're never getting out of. You're going to be growing for the rest of your days. But it's okay. It's good. Because what you're building inside of you is going to change the outside world. Number 2. Oh, boy. Okay, I'll look to tonight. I've been a little under the weather. Oh, sorry to hear that, Marla Everett. You know what? It's okay. I just really, most importantly, wanted you to know, Marla, it was there, because I didn't want to just leave it open. I want to leave it open. I like to handle business properly, so take your time as long as you know it's there, all right? Number 2, the feelings, the memories, the stains, you have to work through them. Hold on, I'm reading y'all my notes. Number 2. The reason why you have to treat life like the onion peel is because you got to work through a lot. I was in therapy today and I said something. I was telling my therapist an experience that I went through for 13 years straight. Hearing me say it out of my mouth, it sounded so horrendous. And I'm like, how in the hell am I still alive right now? Like I should have been gone by now. And the reality is, I am not the only one that have suffered horrendous experiences in our past. And the sound, the smell, the feeling, the space, the sadness has been stained on your soul through many layers of your life. And if you're talking about really, really, really changing, you have to take the time and peel layer by layer. And let me tell you how that looks sometimes. You might have a dream, right? And in that dream, let's just say it's something about a parent or a friend of a relationship that went wrong. And you think about it and you just wake up, you just start crying. And you're like, ooh, 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 right? One of them ugly cries. And then you think, okay, ooh, got that off. Then you think it's all gone. And then 2 years later, someone says something to you. And it's like it stirs it all up again. And then you ugly cry again. Ooh, I think 3 years later. You don't know how deep the pain goes. That's why you have to commit to peeling the onion peel. You don't know until you know how much of your now is being and has been controlled by what has happened to you as a child. And so you have to commit to peeling the onion layer by layer. Layer by layer. All right? So how this came about is because I was telling my therapist how everything is changing around me and I feel more secure than I ever have and things are moving well. And I said to her, but the odd thing is I still feel it sometimes. It's like my consciousness has shifted, but I have to use the left hand, like my in frame. Like my consciousness has shifted, but a part of me still feels it and I'm still working through those feelings, which lets me know it reiterates to me how much you have to commit to growth, where you're able to discern how much you have changed and not let your feelings F with your faith and not let your belief system, this new way of thought, shroud your feelings. All right? And then number 3, I'm go 28 minutes. Number 3. Failing is a part of recovery. You are going to feel like you have failed. You might hit a spot where it's like you went 3 weeks and just went right back to your old self. And they used to say, and when you stop, it's so much more harder to get going again. They would make, that's when they would try to talk you out of backsliding. When I say they, the church, and I'm sorry, I'm talking from my history. That's when they try to talk you out of backsliding. You backslide so hard to get back into prayer again. So hard to get back into. But really the reality is when you fail and you have to work yourself back from that failing, do you know what you're getting? This is going to sound so simple, but it's so true. Wisdom. You are learning the intricacies of evolution, the intricacies of growth. When the true test isn't if you fall, the true test is your bounce back. Because in order to bounce, y'all listen to me clearly. I want y'all to hear me. In order to bounce back from this proverbial fall, you have to put into place everything you learned from the fall. So the question is not, did you fall? The question is, did you get up? Because it is impossible to get up from a fall unless you know how to. Ha! Yo! Only someone who is skilled knows how to get in the mud, wallow around, get out the mud, wash themselves clean, and move on like nothing has happened. I hope y'all are hearing me. You have been beating yourself up, and the whole time you were just in the midterms and finals. So don't tell me you're a master and you have not been able to bounce back. Only masters know how. The first step, the inaugural, how can I say this? The requisite for joining a group of masters is that you have failed and bounced back, failed and bounced back, failed and bounced back. And then when you get inaugurated into mastery class, you learn how to stay afloat in spite of. But you gotta pass the prerequisites first, which is falling. A baby, when he is learning how to walk, falls many times. And everybody congratulates, oh, it's okay, get up, you're gonna be okay. But so how is it that it's not okay for you? When the reality is some of these things that you're being challenged with, you are a baby in that area. You have not fully matured yet. You're still growing in the area of finances. You're still growing in the area of communication. You're still growing in the area of positive self-talk. So it's okay. Get back up again. It's all right. You're building the muscle. Now, what does this work in you? Now, I want y'all to hear me clearly out. This is going to be simple, but this might be one of the most important things I've said. If you allow it, all of this is going to work patience in you. And when you get a hold of patience, nothing is going to matter. When you become all right with waiting, do I deserve it? Yes. Am I constantly seeding my soul? Yes. Okay. All right, I surrender then. I'll wait. What you got going on? Shit, I'm waiting. You sitting there, you just do it. You've been meditating for a whole year now. Yeah, but I'm good. Well, you're not upset? No. Why? Patience has had her perfect work in you, that you may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. When patience is allowed to have her work in you, I cannot wait for this private community. There's so much I need to tell y'all. I'll be just running through this stuff, but I'm telling y'all, I'm going to go back and really we're going to slow walk this baby. Of course, we all would like more money right now, but the lack of the money that we want is not what's egging us the most. It's the lack of patience. And then patience will have us doing rash things, moving too quick. Because I want it. Like thirsty. Just, I gotta have. I need it now. I gotta have now. I need a boyfriend. I need a girlfriend. I need more money. I need a job. I need a career. I gotta have now. Gotta have now. Gotta have now. When patience, which is got its foot in faith, says, I deserve it. I've created it. All right, it's mine. Yeah, this is a mess. This ain't my reality, though. Look at this. I don't know what you know, but all I know, this ain't gonna be like this always. Why? Because I've created it. It's on its way. There's 12 people on this live right now. I'm out here talking like it's 1,000 of y'all. I'm setting up private communities like it's 1,000. Why? Because it's going to be. So why am I waiting to build what already, how can I say this? I'm not waiting on some kind of external manifestation for what I know already is. And see, patience allows you to think clear. Patience don't make you, when I did that first private live, I wanted 10 people on there. There were 8, and one of the people were the cameraman. I acted like it was 100,000. Why? Because it's coming. Well, I'm not going to be tripping. I'm not. What's your numbers? Well, I got about 1,014 subscribers, lost 3 this week. They're probably tired of me talking about spirituality and consciousness. Were you upset? No. Oh, it's basically here. The way it feels to me, yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all, I wish I could open up. The way it feels like it's already here. I'm not fussing no more. I ain't fighting no more. I used to feel like every day felt like failure when I wake up and see 30 views on the video. But nah, oh well, it's coming. It's just as here as it's gonna be. So what I'm doing, I'm just preparing for it. And until it gets here where I can respond to y'all emails, I'm enjoying it because I know there's going to be too many emails. So I respond to those emails so full and so full of love because I understand it's not going to be that easy. It's going to be too many. And so when I'm writing those emails, when y'all email me, I'm smiling like, oh yeah, this is enjoying this. Why? I done messed around and found some patience. So now back to honor. I am honoring the 13 of y'all that's watching this right now. I get joy out of the emails. I honor the couple of I got about 50 email subscribers right now, and I think it's about 20 or 30 of y'all that signed up for the text message, and I don't know who's going to sign up for the private wall that we're going to be talking about soon, but I honor it. Why? Patience. It's coming just as sure as I'm black and bald-headed. Do me a favor, for those of you guys that can, and I'm asking for, write patience in the comments. Patience, 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 patience. And let me do something real quick. Don't believe that crap. Don't ask God for patience because he's going to send trials. Don't believe that crap. God is not out here dealing out bad stuff to people. Patience, 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 patience. Listen, I'm not going to be able to do free consultations always. But right now, I'm enjoying them. God knows I'm enjoying them. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. Patience, patience, patience. But that comes from number one. And this is not my notes. This is true. Oh, that's so stupid. My notes are true. What am I saying? This is really what I say when I say that is, I don't want y'all to think that I sit there and look up something and then just highlight stuff and then put it in my notes. Y'all, I be telling y'all from my life for real. And patience when you have anxiety issues as well. Absolutely, Jonathan Ford. This is from my real life. Number one, because what I took the risk and built inside of me. That's number one. That's it. How did you get the measure of patience you have? Because I can get some more. But how did you get the measure of patience you have, VTerrillHill? I took the crazy ass risk of building inside of me. And then and because I got a structure now, I got some manifestation. And let me tell you this, your harvest, you are going to recognize your harvest before anyone else does. Watch the language of somebody that's evolving. Watch how your language changes. And that's sort of what happens and why friendships sort of dissolve or change. Because what happens is you start discerning your growth. And now you start acting it out. Why are you acting like that? There ain't nothing but two people be seeing you. You act like you all of that just because you be doing so and so and so. And they think you putting on, but they don't know your eyes have seen the glory. The glory of the Lord. No, the glory that resides in you, yours. So your mouth is gonna always be ahead of now. Hey. Okay, Vince, breathe. Your mouth will always be ahead of now. I don't know what the future holds. What have your mouth been saying? I don't know. Do I have a good heart? What is your mouth saying? So that's why I'm acting like I'm acting now. That's why I'm talking like I'm talking now and then fell all the way into this spirituality and consciousness, because that was the plan anyway. But the plan was to get like 1,000 strong people and then open up the email. Like I had it all written out, but in my mind, I was waiting for external growth. But what I didn't know was, the reality was the growth that was going to happen in me activated all my plans. Like how can I say this so y'all can understand? I am not operating on the level of where my now is. I am operating on the level of where my spirit is. I got to find some words for this. I am not good with actually, that's not true. I'm not good with doing it on the fly like this. But I'm going to come back and tell y'all what I'm trying to say. Excuse me. Got it. I am not operating on the level of what is currently manifesting externally. I am operating on the level of my consciousness. My consciousness has shifted to a space that now I am operating off of. So when I see 11 people that's watching, like 11 right now, it's not really 11 people. It don't feel like it. It really feels like there's 1,000 plus of y'all watching right now. Now, let me talk about you. How do you get there? First, slow down. Slow all the way down. Be okay with it not moving as fast as you want it to. Look at what's around you, honor it, read it, read what you want, write what you want, think what you want. And then create a plan, like a simple plan, like what will it take for me to get that? And just invest in you by doing just a little at a time. I need to be honest with y'all. I believe in therapy. And this is not no like backhanded push from my consultations, but it is what it is. Y'all can believe what you want to believe about me at this point. I go to therapy 2 times a month, every other week. And I don't care what's going on with me. I'm going to always be at therapy. So I am doing a internal work of healing. I am building. I am healing. I am growing. I am evolving. How I attacked it was therapy, reading and writing and praying. Therapy, reading, writing, praying, and talking. Therapy, reading, writing, and talking, praying. And matter of fact, all of those sort of help a portion of me. I go to therapy to have meltdowns because I have them. I write, number one, to clear my mind out and then to prophetically speak. I talk because that is the number one way that I release, feel better. Communication is like healing for me. I also talk to me, we liked about yesterday, and prophesy to me continually. There is no other prophet that has the power to change my life like me. And I say the same thing for you. And I pray. I pray as God. I pray to God. I speak to the ancestors, my enemies, the wind. I was talking to the tree in front of my balcony, asking the tree, why ain't you growing like the rest of these trees? Everything gets talked to around me. I ain't playing. That's for real. And if those that know me know it's the truth. And I just committed to doing it. And then it's something I don't talk about enough. I made this covenant with YouTube, which keeps me grounded and keeps me focused. I was at some associates' house today, and I could have stayed around and drinking and talking, but I couldn't because I had to come do this show. So by virtue of this covenant I made, it keeps me focused and in line. So let me add this. I created a covenant with myself. Therapy, reading, writing, talking, praying, and a covenant. I'm going to say it again. Let me get in frame. Therapy, reading, writing, praying, talking, and a covenant was the 6 things I did continually to get me out of the space I was in. All right. Spiritual intelligence and consciousness is much needed. Absolutely, Marla Everett. And let me add to that, Marla, emotional intelligence. The consultation is fire. You're going to either do the work or not. There's no in between. Absolutely. I agree, Jennifer P. Mm-hmm. Patience. When I learned that, the world looks so different. Absolutely. Thank you for the transparency. You're welcome. But I'm telling y'all this. I'll say this. Let me put myself out there. I'm not a therapist. I ain't no therapist. But I'm from the church. I'm going to say it like this. I'm just anointed by God to help people. Why? You know why? Because I failed so many times in the mud. And every time I got up, and every single time I got out the mud, I got more wiser. So do that or get a therapist. But do something. Hear me, do something. And that's something that's been on my heart. And I don't know if it's a personal fear, it could be, but I just don't want everybody just to come on here. And I don't even want you to get a full security because of community. We are here to be better people, to grow, like literally to grow. And I tell y'all my stories and my experiences so that you can have some kind of kinship where it's like, okay, got it. That's the reason why I'm just not, though I like talking about me, don't get me wrong, but that's the reason why I tell my experiences is for kinship. Yeah. All right. Okay. I think that's it. 50 minutes in, my God. Amen. Therapy, praying, writing, and maintaining a covenant. That covenant, y'all don't understand. That covenant, the covenant has been my security. I probably would have reconnected with relationships that I didn't need to reconnect to if it wasn't for YouTube. Well, I just didn't have the time. Like when I realized how much a covenant with yourself is also default protection, I was working through, for real, it's the wholeness I'm after. I know that's right, smart guy, 1016. Can I be honest? And I play around a lot about this, but let me be honest. Your boy, dirty dog. Just heartbreaking, Pete. Just heartbreaking. Just running through people. Just catch what I'm saying. Something I really wasn't proud of, but accepted because I believe in extreme acceptance of yourself. You know what? I was going live on YouTube every day. I want y'all to hear me clearly. I looked up about 2 weeks ago and realized that drive to have 3 and 4 and 5 experiences and play with people and what you doing? Slide through real quick. And the next day and going out the country and just free. I'm talking about letting Atlanta have it. I didn't fast and pray that out. I got focused on what mattered. And what I realized was everything else that did not matter fell off. Why? I wasn't focusing on it anymore. Life hack. Whatever your vice is, focus on something else. Because what you focus on will expand. So because I made such an aggressive covenant with myself, and at the time it was 5 o'clock every single day, midday. And then I wasn't talking spirituality and consciousness, which is easy. I was doing hot topics, which I hated, but I was listening to some YouTube advice. So I had to study up and talk about it and study. And Carolyn remember those days. And because that really wasn't true to who I was, now I'm over here like a monk. Like a goddamn, what you call them? Definitely not a Catholic priest because a nun. Just holy and chaste. And I didn't have to pray, oh, God, deliver me from me. And, oh, God, I got a lust demon. Oh, I have sex and all that craziness. No, all I did was got focused. Focused. I'm telling you. Once you line up your life and be like, okay, if I got to do this and I got to wake up in this morning, I got to do it, and I got to so. Terrell, you want to go bowling with us? Well, at the time, because I was doing the 5 o'clock shows. Okay, well, yeah, it can't be after 6:30 because I got to go live and I got to do my other shows. So everybody knew you make no plans with Terrell if it was going to get in the way of what he was. And all behind the scenes, my character was being cleaned up and my integrity was being cleaned up. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You ain't no devil. You just ain't been focused. And then what you're focused on ain't got nothing to do with you. It got something to do with this avatar you created because all the cultural voices in your head. So you're trying to focus on what you think they want you to focus on and wondering why you still all over the place. All right. Let me stop. What if it has become an addiction? How do you deal with addictions? You know, it's a distraction, but the addiction calls you. You asked the right one. Let me tell you what you do. Nothing. Focus. Don't you let culture drive you crazy. Focus. Let me tell you what I mean by that. And when you say addiction, now, I'm not saying like every night you wake up strung out on the streets on crack cocaine. If that's the case, not you specifically, Thomas, but any of y'all, email me. I'll help you find somewhere to go. But we're talking about cigarettes, drinking, hypersexuality, where you just always sex, pornography, coffee, food. Focus. Focus. Let's use food for an example. All right. You know you love to eat, but your covenant says that you got to put 2 hours a day into A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Eat before the 2 hours, eat after the 2 hours. But whatever you do that 2 hours. Listen to me. Let me tell you why I say that. Because if you focus on, y'all hear me? I'm trying, hear me. If you put focus on the 2 hour a day, let's say you made a covenant to do something 2 hours a day, right? And you say, I got to do this 2 hours a day. You know what you're building? Discipline. Discipline. Now, what happens is also another life hack. Building the discipline and being consistent in it, you're going to start reaping rewards from your consistency and your discipline, which is going to give you your reward mechanism is going to give you the shots of dopamine and serotonin that addiction normally gives you. The addiction is only there because it's fulfilling a void or a brokenness or a habit. But if you just focus, instead of like, oh my God, I would be good, but I'm smoking these cigarettes, or I have a dope. And let me say this. I'm going to just keep it a buck. Let's just talk. I need to be behind a paywall for this, Jesus Christ, because I'm just putting this out there. Can I say this? Oh, gosh. You know what? It is what it is. What I have found about me is if I go out, have a good time, laugh and cut up, I am less likely to want to masturbate and watch pornography. Which said to me that there is something that I get from fellowship and connection with other humans that fulfills the void that pornography and masturbation gives me. Now, how would I have known that if I don't allow myself to be and just focus? Now, I ain't gonna hold y'all. We need to talk, y'all. Let's hold this conversation till we get behind the paywall. But I have a routine. It's almost like how can I say this? I created a routine for my life that keeps all things clear and keeps me where I need to be. And one of those is pornography and masturbation. Once a day, get it out the way, satisfy myself and my soul, Because if I don't, now I want y'all to hear me. I'm talking about me now. I'm going to be honest. If I play that whole, I'll be watching them images and all that and get caught up in that, what's going to happen is one day, one of these devils going to text me and I'm going to look up and find myself somewhere I don't want to be. How did I learn that? Falling and getting out of the mud. So, because going through life problems and relationship problems and building and all the stuff we do, some stuff just fall through the cracks. So you got to create little hacks to keep you from making stupider mistakes. And what I have learned is I would rather have a personal time with me once a day than to find myself putting myself in danger on these Atlanta streets because I did not take care of myself as a 42-year-old grown man. That's sort of what we were talking about yesterday. As a matter of fact, exactly what we were talking about yesterday. Well, you got to know you. I spent years suffocating my sexuality so that I could be a good elder in the church. 36 years, and then I can't even tell you. And then I would and then if I did watch porn or masturbate, and I would feel so bad about it, and then tell my pastor, and that bitch would then treat me like a demon for it. So imagine being a closeted homosexual, and then once a year, you fall into your desires, and then you get shamed for it when you go to confess it. 36 years in, my sexuality was warped. So where maybe a normal 42-year-old might have grown out of that phase where they don't need to make sure they take care of themselves and express themselves because they're busy, I have to make sure that part of me is taken care of, and I affirm that part of me. That's right, choosing the lesser evil. And so let me tell you what I'm out here now. So let me tell you what I do. If I watch porn or masturbate, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe, no. Don't you shame you. Don't you do that to yourself. Because I know what will happen if I don't minister to the young child in me that didn't have a voice. And for me, sexuality was huge because I could not express myself being a gay man raised in the Black Pentecostal church at home. So I don't even though I will not allow myself to be out there in the streets, and don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with sexual expression. I am 100% sexual freedom, but I know where that thing comes from with me. And I know that I hurt people or harm people. I don't communicate right. I'm not in my best integral self when I'm out there. So I learned this is what I'm going to do to take care of me, to honor me. And this is why you got to get that avatar, that picture, this picture perfect cultural society influence you out of your head. Y'all force me to say, I don't want to talk about this in public. But I hope I'm setting, because the culture in and of itself has been one of the ways that people keep control over the culture. One of the main ways is through their sexuality. And there are some of you that are watching, you think you are a demon because of who you are, what you like, and how much you like it. And because you think you're a demon, you manifest like a demon. You act like it. You move about like it. And then something you put in the closet and then move on with your life. And that's not fair to you. And that's why you have to honor and have extreme acceptance. Extreme acceptance. I hope I answered y'all question. I hope I answered y'all question. And that's not something I'm comfortable with doing, but we hold humans out here. And we really are, everybody on this line, I guarantee you, is really doing the best they can do at what they're working with. We don't have time to be hating on ourselves over something stupid like pornography. Stupid like pornography. Watch them people flap and move on with your life so you can be focused on what matters. And that's the deception and distraction in it, because you do it or smoke a cigarette or drink or go off or overspending your money or eat too much. And you sit there for 10, 20 minutes. I can't believe I did that. You could have been using that 10, 20 minutes to grow yourself or grow your business or move forward in your goals. Do you really think God is like, oh, they on Twitter watching porn. They on Pornhub. I hate them. Universe, sick them. If that's not the case, prodigal son, get out the mud. I want y'all to hear me clearly. I want y'all to hear me. Get out of the mud you put yourself in. Clean yourself off and go back home. Where is home? To yourself. You are royalty. And let me tell you what, that royalty ain't got nothing to do with no vice, no addiction. No. You are royalty. All right. Okay, hold on. Where are we at? Thank you. So good. True that facing reality is a mouthful. It is. Choosing the lesser evil. Facts. Come on now, talk about it. I love this transparency. The connection you made to going out for conversation and fellowship fun with friends over pornography is awesome. That makes sense. Absolutely. Yes, it made perfect sense, smart guy. I love the transparency. God loves you. Thank you, Falana. It's less about the act or sex itself and more about the social and emotional engagement. Thomas Bristow, that's a beautiful clarity. Absolutely. Yes, so many people think that masturbation is wrong and actuality is taking care of you. We got to stop being so judgmental. It's like with this younger generation smoking weed. Absolutely. Yes, Fitz, you gave a wealth of wisdom. Thank you. All right. Good. You're going to, what does not belong on you will fall off of you. You understand? Now, take care of yourself, all right? All right? Take care of yourself. If you smoke cigarettes, walk. Make sure you keep your lungs healthy. And be like, I can't believe you. Let me just go down the list. If you smoke cigarettes, make sure you walk. Keep your lungs healthy. If you drink, make sure you don't drink too much. Give yourself an opportunity to flush your liver out every once in a while. Make sure that if you smoke weed, you take go to the pharmacy, right? Pharmacy. Just don't get the Zyrtec off the shelf. Get Zyrtec D. It's prescription strength, but you don't need a prescription for it. You do got to sign it out in the pharmacy. It's about $20 per box. Take one a day or one every 12 hours. It keeps you decongested. If you eat a lot, all right, then take some time. Like, for example, I ate a lot today and yesterday. Tomorrow, because I'm a one that I love to eat, I am planning not to eat as much. I already drank my Smooth Move to help me break down food. And then I'm going to drink Smooth Move tomorrow to help me keep on breaking down food. Why? Because I ate more than what I wanted to, but it's not the end of the world. I'm just going to counteract that with a healthy action to null it out. Pornography, okay, if it really bothers you that bad, if you watch pornography, set aside some time to read something positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, focus on putting good in you. Let me see what else. If you spend too much money, It's okay. Some of these budgets we have are too aggressive. Start super small. Be like, okay, well, I'm going to blow this $20, but I can save $1. What else? Temper. Addicted to chaos. Find some people around you that you can be so honest and be like, y'all know when I be going off, when we be going out or going off in the family thread? That's because I have a hard time controlling it. Can y'all help me control this, please? You see how now you're putting focus on counteracting than focus on doing it? Let me see what else is an addiction. And if it's a bigger addiction like alcoholism for real, or a drug like meth or crack, email me. I will help you find the help to get out of it. If you're addicted to painkillers, email me. But what I'm saying is be more adamant about a positive experience than loathing about a negative one. And watch what happens. And if you know that what you're doing is a risk reduction, because that's what the term is called, risk reduction or lesser evil, then honor yourself for making a good choice. If you know this isn't best for me, but if I don't do this for where I am right now, I'm going to end up doing that. That is called wisdom. You are not dumb. You have wisdom. That's putting a sign out to the universe that I have accepted my less than better parts of me. And here's what I'm going to do to keep from harming myself. Wisdom. All right. All right. Y'all, this is good. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. All right. All right, bet. All right. Hey, I gotta share this with y'all. I will be right back. Don't go nowhere because this is important. Do me a favor, if you enjoyed today's show, like, share, subscribe, and comment. As well, if you like this content, you're going to love my email community. And to join that, the link is in the video description below. All you got to do is click the link, put your name and email address in the box, press OK. You're going to get 2 emails from me. One from me welcoming you, and the other is a double opt-in where you have to press OK or confirm. You have to do both if you want to be a part of the email community and get content like this every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 9 a.m. Also, if you want to be notified when I go live, text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. Again, VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. If you want to continue this conversation with me on a personal note, I offer everyone that sees my content a free consultation. All you have to do is email me at info@VTerrillHill.com, put in the subject line free consultation. I'll send you a link. You set the appointment, and for 30 minutes, we'll talk through video conference call. And I promise you, your life will not be the same. All right. All that information is in the video description box below. All right. Okay. So thank y'all so much. One quick announcement. I have to keep on pushing this. I would like to get these watch hours up so I don't have to do this every day. I can create a new covenant because shut up, ready to finish this over it. All right. So check if you're a part of my email community, and just like the announcement just said, to join it, click the link in the video description box of Facebook and YouTube. Put your name and email address in there and look for 2 emails from me. If you are a part of my email community, check Saturday's email at the very bottom. There are 2 playlists. All I ask you to do is to click the playlist, make sure the YouTube volume is up and your computer volume is down, and let it play while you're asleep for the next 3 days. If you all could do that for me, I would appreciate it. Thank you, Thomas Bristow. Thomas says, just a heads up, VH, I have started watching a video playlist. You will be monetized. Y'all, if I really want to be monetized by the end of June. I told my therapist, and maybe y'all can keep me keep me. I started watching and letting them play like, thank you, thank you. I told my therapist as we were going over the last 7 years of my life and how I've been able to navigate and win in a lot of areas, I need to celebrate myself better. So I told her that if I could get monetized by June, I'm going to go on a worthy vacation in August. I have not been on vacation since July of last year because I've been focused. And so I am tired. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited. I'm more excited than tired, but I am tired. So I appreciate you guys so much for watching that content and letting it run from the bottom of my heart. I do. Let me see. I've been waiting for retrograde to be over with, which is over with tonight sometime or another, early tomorrow morning sometime or another. So Monday, I'm going to start going full speed into the private community. So expect within the next 2 weeks for me to roll out with some kind of grand announcement on how things are going to look, how it's going to be. I'm excited for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to have, in my heart, what I want is for us to be in a private space where there's a link and we can all come on and truly talk. I want to as well. So let me just give you a little preview of how it's going to be. You'll be able to sign in and how I see it in my head right now, right? So we'll see how it actually manifests. You'll have options. I'm really excited about the prayer room. There'll be a prayer room where, let's just say, disappointment, sadness, depression, addiction, entrepreneurship, growth. There'll be prayers that you can click and just listen to that's hyper focused on a specific area. Super excited about that. I don't intend on changing my prayer style. If it changes, it changes. If it don't, it don't. And so my prayer style is Pentecostal. There'll be rooms, teachings where you'll be able to go in and how to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, how to so and so and so. So there'll be content in that room. Hold on, smart guy. That emoji, yo. Hold on. Hilarious. Smart guy. It takes a while for it to catch up. So in the next 4 or 5 days, I'm going to see like this dump of hours. So that emoji tickled me. And so there's going to be different rooms where we're going to be able to talk. There'll be a chat room because a lot of stuff like articles I read, I would love to post. And then here is the right now plan, y'all. Here's the right now plan. So don't hold me on this. Once I monetize, right, I want to start moving the lives to the private area and then start uploading 5 to 10 minute pre-recorded videos on this platform here. So the interaction in the community will only be in the in the private community. I'm not sure of that yet. Understanding how YouTube works, if you don't already have a huge following, a lot of times lives are not best because I spend time laughing at comments and stuff like that, where if you don't know me, you just want to hear what I got to say. You don't have time for, and join this and da-da-da-da. You need it quick, right? So here's some free game for YouTube. Here's what I believe. It could be wrong, but it's how I move on. Shorts are for subscribers. Uploaded quick 5 to 10 minute videos are for views, and live is for community. So I might go live like once a week, like every, let's say, Monday on the public platform. But all of the lives where we're talking will be in the private platform moving forward. So I got to be strategic. So I'm thinking about a lot, but I decided to just give into the rest that retrograde was sending me. And so I've been resting, and I'm ready to rock and roll on tomorrow. Okay. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to run this commercial one more time because the universe needs to hear it. Everything that's living and breathing and got ears and eyes need to hear and see this. And then I'm gone after that. Y'all be blessed. Come on. Y'all be blessed. Bye. Do me a favor, if you enjoyed today's show, like, share, subscribe, and comment. As well, if you like this content, you're going to love my email community. And to join that, the link is in the video description below. All you got to do is click the link, put your name and email address in the box, press OK. You're going to get 2 emails from me. One from me welcoming you, and the other is a double opt-in where you have to press OK or confirm. You have to do both if you want to be a part of the email community and get content like this every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 9 a.m. Also, if you want to be notified when I go live, text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. Again, VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. If you want to continue this conversation with me on a personal note, I offer everyone that sees my content a free consultation. All you have to do is email me at info@VTerrillHill.com, put in the subject line free consultation. I'll send you a link. You set the appointment, and for 30 minutes, we'll talk through video conference call. And I promise you, your life will not be the same. All right. All that information is in the video description box below.